Game number 1, Aldrich Pass is the map as it happens. We got Go next against Appetizing, and this is the last chance for one of these two teams to make it into the Masters Clash, everybody. Yeah, it's an interesting one, because those teams were in the ranking pretty high up, so they can now play for another slot in the Masters Clash. So the way that all of this works, the Masters Clash event features 8 teams. 4 of these teams qualify for the event by winning one of the 4 qualifier tournaments. And those teams were Chili Mountain, 30K, the Hardos, and the Donuts. And now we're looking at best of 5 series between teams that performed well during the qualifiers, gathered points for standing, and ended up in the top 8 of that standing. And some of these teams are now playing best of 5 series against each other, in which the winner will be filling one slot in the Masters Clash in the main event, and the loser drops out of the competition altogether. So in this case, it's Go next against Team Appetizing. Both of them couldn't qualify directly, so that is their last chance to make it into the main event, and only the team that prevails here is gonna use that ticket. Now, on bans, no real shocker here. Honestly, the biggest surprise right now heading into this is that we have Aldrich Pass as the first map. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that at all. So now we got Aldrich as our starting map. We have Sonya banned. Strong, of course. Super meta right now. Uther wasn't banned, so he gets locked in immediately. Abandoning Snowman again. That traitor. And the deep winter times that we have right now. But yeah, so we're the quick ban on Medivh. I mean, the rest of the bans is pretty typical. I'm not so sure exactly what Appetizing is going to play. I have casted I don't think I've casted any of their games during the qualifiers. I don't think I really caught those. But it's kind of funny that they're going into an Abathur and Brightwing right off the bat. So that already makes this funny. This is going to be full-on cancer what they're drafting here. If that draft continues the way that it starts, then it's one of those games that you don't want to play. You just see the lineup of the opponents like, can we just go next? Do we really have to play that one? Just wait for them to lock on a Zeratul, for example. If you have Brightwing, Abathur, and Zeratul, it's a fucking disaster. What you do is you move Zeratul on any lane, doesn't really matter where, and then Brightwing portals on him, and Abathur jumps in with the head, and all of a sudden you have a 3-for-1 going. Now they're banning out the Vikings, and I like that. That makes sense. Vikings are getting a bit more popular, and the bigger the map, the better, of course. But yeah, that's some serious stuff here. This is gonna be interesting. I really want to see what else they're drafting now. Jojo gets banned. I don't know, Jojo would have been the last hero that I would have been worried about. I would have banned Zeratul, some melee assassin, a copy target, a side laner, main tank. I think I would have banned Muradin before I banned Jojo. Because the dwarf with Abathur is just a pain in the ass. And no, I wouldn't have banned Muradin.
Every death comes
Honor!
With honor, redemption.
Hanzo's in, and we got Mei. Okay. Hanzo should be a life coach. He's like that typical pompous ass, you know, that sips lattes all days and tells other people how to live their life. That's Hanzo, right there. This little hipster beard and everything. Okay, final 2 picks, Aldrich Pass. And Skynox and Starzerk. Horga and Stukov. Okay, Uther, main tank. Rex on the side lane, Horga with it, Cassia range damage, and Stukov for the second heal. And what is Itrex gonna play? The team in red, by the way, in case that you are not familiar with them, but they're not bad. This is a Polish team, and they're pretty solid, so those guys should at least ring a bit of a bell. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be so annoying for the blue team. Double Samuro on structures, just taking structures down all day. Yeah, this is going to be a nuisance. Aldrich Pass, first game in the best of 5. Let's go, ladies. Let's see what Appetizing can pull off here on map number 1. Go next against Appetizing. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. On the left side, Blade on Uther. Skynox playing Stukov. We got Wit on Rexa, Kelvin on Cassia, and Starzerk on Horga. On the right side of the map, Team Appetizing, and boy do they have a cancer comp here. Damn son, Lavakal on Abathar, Sartros on Mei, Rutek on Brightwing, Itrax on Samuro, and Balsa on Hanzo. Yeah, if you've never seen this shit, that was played back in the days on Sky Temple a couple of times. Pretty much you have Samuro that can go on any structure, then Abathar can copy Samuro, and they just destroy the structures. So you're pretty much just playing around your opponent all the time, whenever there's an opening, and use the size of the map to take that. And that's what they're gonna try and do here. By the way, I gotta warn everybody that is watching right now and is watching that as a video then later on YouTube, because guys, one thing, I've been casting for 9 hours straight without a single break and observing everything else too, so if I'm starting to sound a little bit delirious, I'm fine, but after that much time, I'm gonna talk mad shit at some point, so yeah, that can happen. I'm gonna try and prevent it, but I feel like I have to put that warning out now. Because I don't know myself what's gonna happen now. Anyways, 0 kills so far, and also Rex are down at the bottom of the map. Top side, that's where we currently see Itrax already playing this one out. There was a time in HTC when, because of Monkey and his Storm League Samuro, we had players like Aethero Angel starting to train Samuro and play him in HTC. And it took roughly a week until the players learned how to properly deal with it, but at the beginning everybody was just pissed because they had to deal with this shit. So there's a good chance that exactly that is gonna play out now in front of us. And it's gonna be kind of fun. Now, at least fast. I mean, it's not gonna be fun for the blue team. Top side, Blade is already getting beaten up a little bit. That's the one thing that Uther, of course, can't bring to the table. He's just like sitting there like, wave clear. I was like, yeah, not yet, dude. We can talk about it later, but level 1, not happening. And Abathar, the Slug, has always been a little bit devious. He has never really respected the 1v1. Was also a problem with him. Best skin, by the way. That and Pyjama 2 are the best skins for Abathar. Hands down. Now, for the time being, Abathar is helping out at the top lane a lot. We already had the camps taken, and you want to take them whenever the cooldown is, wherever they are spawned. So once that they are off cooldown, you want to go for it. And yep, up to the top lane. What do we got now? Level 4 versus level 4 is in. And here we go. The Adrenal Overlord is already ready. And we got the deflection now for Samuro. Blade is still taking a pretty good stance against Samuro and is forcing him back too. So I guess Abathar will have to help out eventually again. So like, boys, we're gonna go on this 2-on-1 style. But yeah, level 4 talents. Normally you play it out until 7 before you're really making a play for the first objective. It's now opening up in 26 seconds. But normally it takes a little bit longer for the teams to really show some energy and will and motivation to take those prisoners. So yeah, the prisoners of war over here. Okay. Alrighty, so all the way up at the top, our 1 versus 1 lane is still holding in the middle of the map. I mean, there's very little rotations. It's not like the teams are starting to try and roam the map in order to get some kills. We have a couple of heroes set up in the middle, at the bottom, and the top, and that's it. And now everybody's just controlling experience. Finally, there's a little bit of movement happening here, but up to now there was very little going on with that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they are going into this way sooner than you would normally see. I'm actually a bit surprised on how quickly they're making that move, because that normally means that they're also falling behind on the level 7. But nobody deals with it either. I mean, the red team is just sitting in the mid lane right now, trying to deal with that camp first, but they should probably set someone in, because there's only 15 seconds left and then the objective is locked in. Now they have Abathar, so it's tricky for them. I guess that's the main reason also why Go Next is making that move in the first place, because they're simply saying like, guys, we need to do something. Abathar, we need to push them early. This is where we can exploit it, and they do. If you don't have that 5th hit point pool in the match, then that's a success. But yep, there it is. Holger's a little bit low, gets chased, and goes down. Abathar is able to get the kill in, so they get the objective, but not only is Hogger down, Blade is also taking quite a lot of damage. So here we go. Now down at the bottom of the map, Zwit already is sitting there, and let's go. Push through the middle. I have never seen an objective this early on the map. I have no idea how much damage these guys do. This early, normally they scale with time. I would say that right now, if you take it at the 4-minute mark, they're probably getting blown to pieces pretty quickly, and this doesn't really look too terrifying. So while it's annoying for the red team that the blue team just got them, I don't think these are gonna push them too hard here. With the level 7 talents, we still got the Mule, and we also have the Crushing Blows. Top side, yeah. Samuro still surviving for now. And here we go. Trying to take the next one down. Drop the damn cavalry! And that's in a game where we don't even have Tracer. Again, I'm not in funny mode right now. My fate was sealed, by the way. There was always rumors going around that Angie wouldn't let me back into Germany because I'm a little bit too funny. I'm always saying I'm mixed race. I'm half German, half funny. But it was always a little bit of offense. And when I talked to Angie the last time, she was like, dude, you are really on the line here. You need to be a little bit careful. If you overdo it, then I can't let you back in. I'm like, alright, I get it. I'm trying to be a little bit less funny. And it's fine. Yeah, and then my own subscribers, my mods actually, they betrayed me. They took screenshots from me on screen where I was actually smiling, and well, apparently that got posted in Discord. Angie saw them, and that was the last straw. And she's like, dude, like, first of all, you're trying funny, now you're smiling. What the fuck is going on with you? That's not a real German over here. We got a reputation to uphold. There's no fun allowed in this country. And yeah, then they didn't let me in again. So I was like, hey, please, Angie, can I come back in? And she just simply said, "Nein, nein, 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 nein." And that was that. So, yeah, I'm banned. I don't know. It's the main reason why I live in Spain. Anyways, 1 kill to 0. We got the level 10, and we got Samuro. Oh my god. It is Bladestorm. Glorang, is it you? Is it you? What are you doing in Europe, man? Dude, I haven't seen you in so long. Have you grown a little bit? Or are you still that small? No, really? Okay. Bladestorm, really? I honestly expected them to go full on just Samuro, Abatha, take the structures down style, and they're doing none of that, so I'm a little bit confused here. But anyways, down at the bottom of the map, the fight is starting up a little bit. Okay, Balsa, let's go. Not really. The 10 versus 10, the ultimate evolution is of course in, and Samuro is starting to visit what's happening down here. Nope, nothing. Okay. We also got the Hoarder pulled again for, I was about to say Gollum, but I mean Hogger. Like, seriously honest mistake. That was not on purpose. It was like, Gollum is going for the Hoarder pulled. My precious. It's like, no. No. He sounds a little bit different. He goes like, ooh, or something like that. Okay. So, either way, we go for the camps again. And it's a bit slow-paced. The games that we got before that were more aggressive is probably the word to look for here. But nah. So right now what we're seeing is a Divine Storm also with the double support setup that we see for the blue team. We got Stukov in as well. And Starzerg is still running around a little bit with his... What is that even? With that thingy that he smacks around people. Alright. Okay, going full Tasmanian Devil. The main fight is happening on the objective though, and Uther goes down, so we're just in time to see the Paladin die. Perfect timing therefore. The problem is, at least for the red team, that it seems like Mei is also going to bite the dust, and indeed she's down. Here's a quick ult coming from... like, I want to see what did that hit. I mean, seriously, nobody was even close to that. So, I think Hanzo had a bit of a delay there. That's the only way that I can explain that ult came through. Before Uther died, maybe that could have seen something, but yeah, not really. So, yeah. Instead, we got the turnaround attempt now. The talent advantage for Appetizing is negated a second later. Teams are pretty even in experience, and with a level 13... Yeah, Hogger is still pogging full on style. And of course, the virulent reaction. Yeah, honestly, compared to Stukov, Corona can suck it. He comes in and he just drops them. I mean, it literally locks you into place. But they're going for objective number 2. So we are 9 minutes in. We only got 3 kills, but they are starting to make the play for the objective again. Off we go. Big shove coming through against Samuro, and he is gonna go on full monkey style on us once more. Yeah, well, the wall is in, and there we go. This time, that's a little bit better. That's good damage against Blade. Gets the stun out, only hits Mei. Objective about to be locked in. 4 seconds, 3 seconds! And they're saving them again, and they kill Hanzoto. Rutek jumps out. Ooh, the Polish team has some problems here. Yeah, the Polish team is in trouble now. That's the second objective now. Now we're 9 minutes in. This one is gonna hurt a bit more, for sure. The damage output, 20,000 over here for Cassia, 26,000 for Hanzo. And they open the walls up, so yeah, they're gonna go for more than only one fort here. They're gonna get a lot more than that. And again, I would have loved to see a bit of that side lane pressure play from Samuro, but now that he locked the Blade Storm in, I just don't think that's gonna be a thing. So here we have them in the middle, at the bottom, at the top. They're splitting on all 3 lanes, trying to do their thing here. And that is just hurting. So yeah, the one in the middle at least gets defended quickly. But as you can see, the bot lane has already fallen, and the top very likely not going to make it either. Mei at the bottom also in trouble, gets attacked right away too. But survives, thanks to Brightwing. Brightwing jumped in for that. Wit, I mean, he's still going to be fine. The problem is always Mule. If Mule is there, then just damaging a structure is not going to do it for you. But they are taking the wall at the bot lane down, so they might not be able to really go for the top and take the fort, but at least they're able to do some serious work at the bottom of the map. Now they gotta back off here. It's not like they can take the keep down, and Mule is of course the problem. But besides that, we still have them in a solid lead on at least structures. Not crazy, but they opened everything up quite nicely. Okay, so with that, the boss is getting attacked. There's a quick stun against Uther. Yeah, we saw that blade. And they are chipping around it a little bit. Now, 16 versus 16 in a second. Pogga is pogging this one out. Okay, there's the damage in, but they're contesting this. They're contesting this, and it's too late to lead this one. Someone is going to walk away with the boss. There's the kill. Meme strike for the victory, and they steal it away. The Polish team comes in and just steals the boss. Nice. Yeah, Lavakal over here with a copy. Was trying to make a bit of a play too, but I can't believe that Go Next pretty much just gifted them the boss. Polish team comes in and looks at it and is like, Nabil Dalai! And goes full on. Jinkuya, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, see you later, boys. And Avatar is already starting to push the top lane too, so it's not like only the bot lane is going to be pressured, but thanks to him pushing the minion waves out, even the top might do a bit of damage. So, yep, there it is. 16 talents are ready, of course, for both of the teams now with the benediction down here. Yeah, and they're still playing this one out. Blade 1v3, let's go. Gets turned into a pretty squirrel from Brightwing, and yep. There we go, damage output. Party time. Yeah, and of course, camps, you want to take them as quickly as you can, as I said, whenever they spawn. Samuro on the other side also doing his thing. But I don't know, like, it really feels like this is a game where we don't have a lot of kills. So right now it's just 3-3 at the kill count, 17. Slowly but steadily the blue team is taking advantage on this one. But I can't really see too much else happening now. So off we go. Mid lane. Yes. Ice wall. Yeah, didn't hit. Maybe instead of announcing it, don't tell them and drop it on them somehow. You need new glasses, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Female Harry Potter over here definitely needs a new prescription. Because that one was way off. Okay, so instead, 20 talents are getting a little bit closer, but the poke is just continuing. Abathar, yeah, he's sitting in the base by now. The slug is getting a little bit afraid that he might get dropped at some point. And I still won't, honestly, I still want Itrax to move on the side lanes, sneak in, and then a copy on Samuro so that they can take some structures down. That's still what I want here. Just get sneaky on them. Yeah, zoning ult, actually really nice zone. And they got a kill also, thanks to Stukov. Right on top. Woo, Brightwing and Stukov are now down. Both of the supports are gone. It leaves Uther, of course, our main tank. Starzer gets also murdered. Okay, now we're getting a bit more aggressive here. 5-2-4. And let's go. Maybe here in the middle. Can they go even a bit deeper on this one? They're going for the objective instead. Yeah, so far. Uh-oh, Blade. Blade! He dies. He shut down the not the Sandstorm. That was the Rude. No, what am I looking for? Blade Storm, Blade Storm. Yeah, different storm. Okay. Ice Storm in Texas. Darude Sandstorm. Blade Storm for Samuro. Okay, got it, got it. 6-4, 19-18, but yeah, so he shut down the Blade Storm pretty quickly with his ult, but he still died. So, sad. Sad for him, yeah. Wit at the top, Down to the bottom. Appetite again. Appetite is still a bit of a pain. Experience gain. Look at this. 16,000 for Abby. Not as much as you might think, but they're trying to go for the prisoner camp now, and it's half a level that they need. Half a level until 20. So, yep. What else? Let's see. Yeah, the Blade Storm from the minion wave, of course, taking it down pretty quickly. Was that a seagull? Was that just a seagull sound? Did I hear that right? Never heard that before here. Oh god. Okay, 20 Zion. Let's go. Hive Mind. Yes. Shatter. And now the dragon awakens. Now we're talking with a level 20 on Hanzo. Cooldown reduction. They are not fighting for this. Don't have level 20. They don't want to go into that battle. They're just saying like, no, take it. Storm Talons, we're not going to deal with that. It's just not happening. Well, maybe no. Blade was thinking about it for just a moment and he's like, yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so mid lane gets attacked and they got to defend this, but this is going to be the first objective for Appetizing. And I feel like this has been the appetizer of the actual onslaught that we are about to witness over here. So, let's see what we can get. Yep, let's go. It's party time. 4 to 6. Let's make the plays. Also, Divine Hurricane, the kill command, and the no control over here. Alright. They need to do some damage. Samura's at the top, by the way. And I want to... No, he's... I cannot believe that I haven't seen a Samuro copy yet on this map. You need to take some lessons from Monkey. If you want to be really annoying with that hero, he's going to show you the way. Anyways, down here, Meme Strike again. Cooldown reduction is of course going to kick in hard for Hanzo. Bot lane, top lane, both get pressured in the middle of the map. Big Hurricane, big stun, big damage. And double kill against Brightwing and Mei. The copy has also been burned down, but at least side lanes are falling. Yeah, they won't be able to save that fort, and the one at the bot lane has also fallen. Okay, let's go. Raider trying to take the wall down. Not so much. Is he already setting up for the boss? With Samuro moving topside, it seems like it, but the problem is, guys, there's 3 heroes close by. These sound effects. It's a trap! What is this shit? Is that a staring contest? What's happening here? Alright, that one comes in. Hanzo, he disappears, but then again we got the Monkey King coming in and getting the kill. Oh my god, Hanzo came around the corner and then BAM! Divine Storm in your face and he's down. Okay, I guess the boss is taken one way or another. Yeah, that one was kind of neat. Alright, so he's bouncing. They're gonna get that boss easily. At least they should. This one is also happening in the meantime, just saying. So Wit is pushing this. But up at the top, here we go. Yep, the wall has been set up. Uther is dead. Bounce. Hogger is dead too. They steal it away. This is the second one that they got. Team Appetizing is sitting here and is like, why do all the work if we can just steal it? Like, why? Why would we? We did it at the bot lane, and honestly, it worked great. It was fantastic. We didn't have to do anything. We get the boss. We can do the same thing at the top. That's exactly what they do. So now, the move for the top keep, and they're gonna get it. They get the fort in the middle as well. So that one falls too. So they take 2 structures with this move. And that's just amazing. And the bottom keep has been saved. Abathur can mule this up. I don't think they can go for core well, I guess they could try, but they don't have Brightwing, they don't have a support, and there's still 2 armor shields on the keep, but yeah. It's fantastic. Oh, I like it. Okay, and now instead, it's the next objective that they can go for. You got a chance here. So they're trying to make the play, get interrupted, alright. Blue team is on the way too. Core is still losing a little bit of hit points, but again, with 2 armor shields, it shouldn't be an issue. And now they're at least taking the lead down here. It's not a big one, it's going to be stopped as well, but there it is. So, I don't know. Okay, now with that, move straight over to the middle.
Good work, lads and lassies.
10 to 8. Yeah, Koa is of course regenerating right now. But this game is weird. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but this game is a little bit odd. It could be that it's me. 71,000 damage for Hanzo, 40,000 for Abatha, and Misha is dead. Okay. Yeah, well, that could be the move straight in for the camp again. There's the copy. Double Hanzo. What's better than one Shimada? Two Shimadas. They get Hanzo. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, there's the damage right there. To your face. Goodbye, Cassia. No chance for her. And the rest is now also just retreating. And that objective might even be the end of it. Hey, well, against a map that usually takes a bit longer, so might not really end it yet. 20 minutes in is not too crazy, but if you get the objective now and a few more kills, it would be great. Then again, there's the escape. That didn't hit. So, all of a sudden, it's Hogger that dies. Now, instead of Samuro getting dropped, it's Hogger. And that's 2 down on the blue team. So, bad for them. And, of course, now the objective is up. They got the kill against Uther. And all of a sudden, this is wide open. I mean, wide open. Oh, boy. 13 kills to 8. Are they going for boss? This is the first one that they actually work for. Everything else they just took. So, yep. You can chunk that down now. Get that Samuro, get those clones going, and bam! That's an easy one. Together with the objective, this is going to be the death blow, isn't it? You got objective and boss coming through the bot lane. That is a little bit too much to handle, I'd say. And yep, that's the third boss for Team Appetizing, and it's the first one that they actually didn't work for. Okay, so let's go. There's the push through the bot lane and have fun stopping that, especially since Uther is still down for another 15 seconds. Yeah, there we got it. Hanzo's of course getting more and more damage. His damage is just ramping up once that he has the cooldown reduction on his ult. There we got a double mace, so they can slow this down a little bit further. Yeah, that's another one. Gets the damage in, and down. Cassia is dead. Easily taken. Great setup. Now they're going to try and drop the copy on Mei, so that's good. But the cooldown reduction for Hanzo continues, and he's just going to get another one out in another moment. But the keep is already gone. The core is getting attacked as we speak. And this is going to be it. I mean, one way or another. Hogger is down. Uther dies again in the middle. You're going to see the keep fall in another moment too. And the boss is obviously already getting absolutely wrecked here. This game. Appetizing with a 1-0 lead against Go next in this best of 5 series to decide which team moves on to the Masters Clash.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Cursed Hollow, map number 2, Go next against Appetizing. And yeah, Appetizing was a little bit weird. Like, I don't know, that game was strange. The combo, when you see the Samuro together with Abatha, your mind immediately goes to let's snipe some structures, let's play the style that even made it into HGC, go the Samuro copies, and then they pick Bladestorm. And I was like, what? So, yeah, they won. Good for them. Couple of decisive plays towards the end. Now that we have another big map coming up, they're banning out Abatha, so they don't want to deal with that. But yeah, it was a little bit special. It was a weird setup. So you go for a draft that really is like more or less designed to do one specific thing, and then you just don't do it, and you do something else, you still win. So yeah, good for them. Now, Go next, obviously, won't be too happy with this. I suppose that given that this is Cursed Hollow, we are eventually going to look at another ban on the Vikings. Since, I mean, again, they banned Vikings already on the last map, so if they do that, then Cursed Hollow is definitely one where you want to get rid of them. Brightwing is up, so is Diablo, and that's our double pick here. Okay, Satras and Diablo, Brightwing for a bit more global value. It's kind of weird to me that after we've seen now so many games with the top 4 in Europe, with, I don't know, with the Hardos, the Donuts, just playing so much around Variant, Stukov, Sniper Combo. We're going these games now and like the teams are like, nah, not really. I mean, Uther makes it through these drafts because there's small adjustments being made, like for example the ban on Maiev and the ban on Abatha, so that makes sure that there's some others that make it through, like Uther now for the second time. But, well, we'll see how those drafts come together. The Vikings get banned again. A little bit of a sad panda over here, but alright. But what gets banned now against them? Because I'm a little bit torn, honestly. Appetizing is a team where I could have seen them. Again, these guys have been around for a while, so obviously most people will recognize at least Wit on the side of Go Next. The team name rings a bell. You have Starzerk, Blade, Kelvin, Skynox. I mean, these names ring a bell probably more than the Polish team. But if you are someone that watched a lot of the matches within the European scene, you definitely know who the players on Team Appetizing are. And they have some great play too, but I'm waiting for that combo to come out that they want to play here. So, yeah. That's something that I'm still watching out for a bit. What's the damage for them, for example? Do we get... I was about to say Sylvanas, but Sylvanas is banned out. They played it in the past a lot. So what are they going to make as the adjustment? I mean, Cassia's up, for example, so you could play Cassia if you wanted. Leo and Li Ming. We've seen them actually play some mean Li Mings too. Okay. Diablo and Leo now for them. That leads us to the last two picks for Go Next. I mean, again, a bit more range damage would be nice. Another support, I suppose, unless they really play Uther solo heal, which is totally fine. And they do.
Let's fly.
Let's fly. Falstad. Well, you go, Birdie. And Rexa. Okay. So they have, I guess, Sonya as more or less of a main tank, I suppose. Sonya, Rexa at the front, Uther behind it, and then Greymane Falstad. Drafts are a bit weird lately. Team seems to spend too much time playing on an A. So yeah, now we don't have the Uther main tank, but we got that, fair enough.
With honor,
Honor!
redemption.
And Hanzo's back in again. Okay! That could be Arrow into Apocalypse. They could play Arrow into Apocalypse over the meme strike now. Curse Solo. Guys, it's game number 2. Game number 2 in the best of 5. Let's find out if Team Appetizing can take the 2-0 lead, or if Go Next is going to bring it back and tie the series before we're heading into the third map.
Prepare yourself.
Go Next against Appetizing. Round number 2. Fight! Wit against Rexa. That would be awkward. No, Wit is playing Rexa. If you would play against him, that would be a little bit strange. Would make for an interesting hero, though. A hero that is totally OP, but you have to battle him. So if you click right, he walks left. If you click left, he walks right, and so on and so forth. So that would be a fun concept for a bit of a chaos hero. Totally overpowered in terms of stats, but incredibly difficult to control because you have always to do the opposite or something. And he battles you while you try to control him. Anyways, Skynox against Uther. Skynox on Uther. Kelvin on Greymane, Blade on Sonya, Starzerk on Falstad. And that gives us the blue team Appetizing on the right side with Lavakal on Li Ming, Rutek on Brightwing, Bolts on Hanzo, Sartras on Diablo, and Itrax is playing Leoric. Okay, so the Uther solo support. Oh, that is, by the way, the best stance ever. Now the thing over here is that with the Divine Shield, Greymane can pop off for sure. We got the Uther solo support against the Brightwing support setup. And yeah, as far as tanks go, we don't really have a solid tank. I mean, we got Sonya in, and we got Rexa. Normally when you have a double support behind this, then it's a little bit easier to play that one out. But apparently this time they're going to try and play it with just 2 frontliners. And no, again, there's Misha, I suppose, but there's not really solid stun. So yeah, that's a little bit dicey. I mean, either way. Towards the top, Falstad is now holding his own on the lane, goes into the auto attack style, so we're going to see hammer gains for him on level 4, Boomerang on level 7, and then likely Giant Killer later on. Should be what we're seeing from him. And the camps are now taken pretty quickly. I mean, Hanzo's obviously doing the same thing on the right side here that Sonya does on the left. And Uther! Yeah! Uther comes in, trying to solo the Bruiser camp. And Kelvin is helping him out, thankfully. So, yeah. There's that. But okay, the bot lane, that's where we have Li Ming and Bolts are now trying to get those Siege Giants to do some damage against the wall. Yeah, but up top the same thing is happening now as well. Taking a little bit early even. I mean, the next objective is just going to spawn around the 3-minute mark. So it's a little bit strange, honestly, that they took it this early, considering that they are the ones that want to, of course, push once their tribute is up at the bottom of the map. So I feel that Go Next should have gone for a bit of a different setup on this. But they are definitely going for the kill. Yeah, Hanzo is down. They played a bit of a Houdini on him. They literally just jumped on him and bam, destroyed him within seconds. Now Starzerk all the way up at the top. He is keeping Itrax at bay. And in the middle of the map, Greymane is now set up, and Blade got pushed on the other side of the wall by Diablo, but they opened the small wall up, and they are crushing through this. I mean, hello, team? Like, what's happening here? Diablo with another stun, another flip over the wall, but they don't care. They take the wall down with the camp, and oh boy, that is not a good opening. That's a level 6 against 5. And the game hasn't even really started yet. And at the top, the structures are falling too. Atrax is not having a fun time there either, so he might even die. Oh my god. Careful. Starzak dove a bit deep, but they are losing ground so quickly. It's a bit nuts. Starzak makes it out. All calculated, obviously. Has to dodge out on this one too, and did. But that's a free tribute. Bit worried now. Yeah, bit worried here. That is dangerous. Again, it's only the early game. There's only the first few scratches that come in. But this is starting to hurt them a little bit. Alright, extra damage against Hanzo. Oh my god. Yeah, these snappy plays against the top lane again. He already died earlier. He probably had a couple of flashbacks now. Nani? Okay, that must be a troll. Starzak is fucking trolling me. That is intentional. That is absolutely intentional. Secret garbage on level 7. Ugh. Storm League build. No. Okay, that already shut down their side lane clear. Now, if you want to at any point play really with wave clear on the side lane, that dream went out the window now. This is a typical talent that in theory can be nice and in reality, in a real fight, isn't really doing anything. And you give up on all the global value that you have on the map, plus the burst damage that you can deliver. So yeah, that's a big no-no right there. Now, no, it's really going to be a little bit tougher to hold that side lane properly. So if they wanted to do something about that, then that was definitely the wrong choice. Anyways, by now we got the 1 kill to 0. We have a bit of a lead for them. Obviously, taking the first tribute was kind of nice. Appetizing is now trying to even it up by channeling this one. Allstat at the bot lane still is now going to come up to the top. They actually go for Misha quickly, and it doesn't really seem like they can interrupt this one. Nope, that's going to be a 1-1 on that end. But, yep, at the top lane, there they're going for it. Go Next is still doing work. I mean, I am honestly scared of how low the structures already are, considering that the game hasn't really seen a lot of team fights, that we haven't seen any big battles, and no big moves. So it really felt like Go Next could just move up to some of the structures and take them down. And that's a huge problem. So, not really a fan of that at all. Anyways, down at the bottom of the map, Lava Color is already sitting tight, gets the vision. Falstad, the birdie is doing his thing. They're letting them walk up the structures the entire game already. The top fort, again, the top fort is nearly down. The top fort is nearly destroyed. And yeah, these matchups that they're going for, they're just not working out. You can rotate the lanes around, boys. You don't have to stick it out that way. Now, Leap is in and the level 10 abilities. Obviously, they changed the equation a little bit. At the bottom of the map, Starzak and Lavakala are now going up against each other. Leo is still holding the top, and yeah, that thing is just getting murdered. Now, with the next objective up, with the tribute, we're going to have that taken soon, but let's see what they're going to be able to do here. I mean, right now, it seems like they're just giving this one up. The level 10 is ready, you don't have yours, so yeah, Kelvin locks it in. And they go for boss. Now, with all of that said and done, Falstad, he's still fighting against Li Ming. They're taking this one easy, but of course, it's kind of telegraphed. They see it, and they see it in time. They could make a play for it, but first they want Starzerk. And he has to gust it. So now the gust is gone, and they are abandoning the boss. So that's a little bit of time that they just wasted, that they got nothing for. Brightwing is still at the top, so she gets some extra experience for them. But they're going on Leo, and Falstad is now on the side here as well. 16 stacks for him right now. Okay, and off we go. Yep, Starzerk is still ready. Has to be careful. Moves away from the combo. At least they denied the boss attempt. But there's the stun against Diablo. Yeah, the Starzerk is giving him an opportunity to jump out though. And he uses that right away. Even the leap from Blade can't change anything. Big arrow. Narrowly missing all the targets. And that brings us to the tribute that could deliver the first curse in this game. Now, the top is still falling. Yep, that Siege Giant was well timed. So that's one of the major structures already down. lost on this one. And, well, let's have a bit of a look of what's going on at the bottom. The Tribute spawning in 10 and they take the camp together with it. Leo's still busy in the middle, but now it's all about who grabs this. Because if that's a curse, they could push this hard. Now Starzak still sitting at the bot lane with the rest of the team. Here comes the APOC, the quick play for Greymane. The Gust is used though, zones them out. Isolation attempt at the top. It's Diablo that dies first. The Divine Shield saves Rexa. And Dibbles is back, but will have to move back in. It was a good isolation here. The Gust really moved everyone away. Diablo was completely alone. And then they could take him without any problems at all. So for now, camps at the top, camps in the middle. Go next is just, I mean, honestly, right now in this game, they're just better. If the red team starts to win team fights and dominates in the battles, that's one thing. But there's a kill, counter kill against Falstad. The lanes are pushing everywhere. On the macro level, Go next is simply better. They're making better rotations, they have better timings on their camps, they get always value from these camps, and it's just not happening for Appetizing. And that's the real problem here. I mean, look at that mid lane. The top lane fort has been destroyed, the mid lane is in trouble, at the bottom, the top, the Siege Giants do damage. Now they're working on the curse, that's going to make matters even worse. This entire thing is totally delayed here. But just the macro level, Go Next is playing a totally different game now. And it is surprising if you consider how game number 1 went. But you can still make the argument that pretty much the same happened, but they went for weird boss calls and that didn't work out. So now there's another kill, and now they can chase hard, of course. They can go for Brightwing. Rutek is also going to die. The fort in the middle will fall. It's just a matter of time. And here, don't waste your time with that fort. Just go straight in for the keep. The fort is going to fall eventually anyways. And with 2 kills against Brightwing and Diablo, there's not enough of a defense set up. So you're going to get mad value here. Go Next is murdering. They try to follow-up kill and they get it. I mean, Hanzo just disappears. He gets melted away. Like so ice cream in the sun. 6 kills to 2. And, yeah, that is going to be an easy keep. Hello? Guys? Team? Hello? Can someone please get the... Are you shitting me? Can one of... What? I mean, I guess they're saying we're taking the boss and the boss takes the keep, but that's a troll. I mean, that is a mad troll right now. Okay, I get the argument. I understand it, but my OCD is triggered hard. I get it. You're saying we're taking the boss is going to take the keep anyways. Don't auto-attack. You had plenty of time to auto-attack that. Oh, wow. I want to jump into the game and take this thing. Boss or no boss, I don't care. This is triggering me. This is seriously triggering me. And yes, deep down, I know it doesn't make a difference. But no, just no. Falstad is still sitting at the side here. Boss gets already attacked. But yeah, of course, all that's needed is a single hit on the boss and it takes it, but still. Like, I'm getting trolled. Okay, so, we're gonna take this one. Keep is down. Hit it, hit it, hit it! Thank you. Now they go for the camp right here. And off we go. 6-2. Leap is in. They can make the play for the top. That's going to be the second keep that falls here. And with the 16, if they just get a kill, they're going to go for core. So, yeah, it's party time. Arrow, that connected into the APOC. Me likey. Can they get a kill? I don't think so. Okay, Divine Shield, leap, and Dibbles is down. Lord of Terror is dead. The keep will fall. The one in the middle is about to get dropped too. Well, or at least the camp is doing some work. It's not going to get dropped just yet, but I can more or less promise you that the core is going to get dropped now. At least they're going to try. And Diablo's dead for another 20 seconds, so who will be able to stop them? And spoiler alert, nobody. And with that, we got it. The game ends. Go Next ties up the series, wins on Cursed Hollow, as we are moving to Game 3 of the Heroes of the Storm series. Battlefield of Eternity, game number 3, Go Next against Team Appetizing. And we've seen 2 very, very different games. It felt, honestly, that Go Next is on a completely different level in the macro game on map number 2. I kind of get a bit the idea that that was also true for game number 1, but that Appetizing, when they took those 2 bosses away from them, just simply turned the game a little bit on its head. But generally speaking, it was a bit crazy that the blue team got so much value out of their camps and the red team didn't know how to react to that and didn't also get value on their camps either. So that was a big problem there. I mean, Chromie gets banned again, so they're following the same pattern. Maiev is a hero that just gets continuously banned against the blue team, and so is obviously Medivh. But this time they make an adjustment on Uther, so at least he's out of the picture too. That allows for the first pick on Sonya for Itrax, and Battlefield of Eternity is of course a bit of a different show, so Sonya can chip in damage here. Yeah, BOE will be interesting now also what kind of damage healers they're going for. If we see the traditional Li Ming, if we're gonna see maybe even Vala with Zarya as a mix, we've seen that a few times now. But of course Jimmy with his Exterminator is gonna be pretty solid. Rexa, Ana. Okay. Yeah, I just want to see those Zeratul Eye of Horrors plays that we saw in the previous series, but they started to yeah, really ban out Zeratul quite heavily in some of those games. I mean, generally, depending again, if you have a Zeratul player on the other side, Zeratul oftentimes gets the boot once that you have Ana in now too, at least in the last couple of days, because you had that Eye of Horrors Zeratul empowered play. But now we got Deckard Cain, the old man, and Mei. Okay, may the old man be with you. Well, the Deckard Cain support are going to be toasted. Hanzo had played twice in a row, so now he gets banned out. And the arrow in the Apocalypse, the last one, was kind of nice. The combo hit didn't do anything. Not enough. They were too far behind. Too much of a problem there, but it was kind of cool. I gotta say, every single time you see a perfectly executed arrow into Apocalypse combo land, it's kind of neat. Now, Sylvanas gets banned again. I want to push with that, but our double pick, that's where the party really starts. Are we going to see a Li Ming together with that Ana, or a different setup? But again, if you play this one with Li Ming, then you just go Nano boost. And Nubarak and Jimmy. Finally, we're getting in a Nubarak over here for engage, but without Stukov. This is one of the things that's really surprising to me. How these teams, there's a Zarya Vala, by the way, as highlighted earlier. I'm just very, very surprised that we have not seen a single Stukov setup yet. Not one. Given how much of a priority he is within the top 4 teams in Europe, that's crazy to me. We're holding it true with the Alarak pick, though. Yeah, Battlefield of Eternity. 3rd map in the best of 5. Let's go. It's the 3rd game of this series, and the series is tied right now. Which team takes the lead? We'll find out now, as we're heading into the next match between Go Next and Appetizing. Go Next in game number 3 against Team Appetizing. The 1-1 score, and one of these two is going to take the lead now. Wit on Rexa, Kelvin on Reyna with the Exterminator on level 1, Starzerk playing Alarak in game number 3, Skynox on Ana, and Blade on Nubarak. Yeah, on the right side of the map, the Polish team, they are locking this in with Lavakal on Zarya, Itrax on Sonya, Bolsa on Vala, Rutek on Deckard, Cain, and Sartras is playing Mei. Yeah, let's get the party going. We have our talents locked in, the arrow build for Vala, obviously. We're still waiting for... I am waiting for the level 4 on Alarak. As I said in some of the previous games, I'm always happy to see negatively charged, for example. Because I just want to see anything that can stack endlessly to have a bit of an oh my god, look at the damage moment. But either way, for now, as we're heading through this, we got the Together We Are Strong on level 1. And our 4-man at the bottom of the map has been set up too. These Zarya compositions, they are a pain in the butt. I mean, it's a strong 4-man that you have. Zarya can protect Vala, she can be more aggressive. Zarya herself then has also more wiggle room where she can dish out damage. So it's always super neat to have all of that set up. At the top, we're currently looking at Wit and Itrax. Fighting this out a bit. I mean, even Blade is moving in, so the hope is to catch this solo laner off guard, get a kill in, get some experience. But down to the bottom of the map, it's now a 4 versus 3, which makes the situation even worse for Go Next. They did a great job on the macro compared to what Appetizing was trying to pull off on the last one. But down here, it's all about the camps right now. So, coming in on this one, But against the CC, it doesn't... I mean, they try to steal it away maybe again, like they did with the bosses on All Direct Pass. That could be a thing, but this time they get stopped. And Blade just drops the stuns, so the camp is taken by them. Good job for them. And, yep, there we have it. The rotation of Rexa back up to the top. Sonya is likely going to move in to slow him down. Yeah, she's a bit too late for that. But in an ideal world, you want to escort the minion wave over. And then you want to rotate down a little bit and just meet the hero that rotates in to slow him down and therefore make them lose some experience. Hasn't really happened here, but again, that's what the game plan then would be. Okay, Bolzer gets attacked again. Sartras is already sitting back down at the bottom. There's another quick attempt to go for him. Starzerk. Ooh. Yeah. Some damage, but it's not enough to get any kills yet. They are instead making the play for Sonya, but even she walks away. Does not get stunned out by Misha. No good for her. Vala's now rotating top 2. And that opens up an opportunity at the bottom, maybe. Zarya against the Nubarak. There's a level 4 talent. And we get the Chaos Reigns. Okay. The only thing that reigns supreme at the top lane is Exterminator. But Balsa sees it. Could have maybe dropped into his level 4 talent a little bit quicker to get the first stack against Misha, but that's not the case. And Misha goes down, and they take it again. This is starting to become a little bit of a trend. Appetizing is just moving in, and they are stealing camps away. That's just what they do. They steal one camp after another, time and time again. Now the rotation down to the... well, to the thingies. The shaman camps. And over to the right side, the same thing's happening. So, no kills so far, but the camp's at least taken. And it's time for the Immortal. Alright, let's go. So, down here with the Monster Hunter, also starting to do a bit of damage. It's Jimmy, of course, that has to counterplay that. And Exterminator is ready. So, Jimmy with the pew pew pew. Already happening here. And, well, Mei zones him out. And that's pretty much half the battle. Just make sure that Jimmy can't attack. He's the only real damage dealer on the Immortal for them. Or at least he's chunking in the biggest numbers. But here comes the party. Sonya is still at the bottom, so it's a 4-man defense now that is being set up by the Polish team. And all the way up at the top, it seems that Wit is going to try and defend against the camp. The problem is it's a double camp that's pushing in here. And we have the entire setup of Appetizing starting to pressure this, with the exception of Sonya, who's still at the bottom of the map. So, yeah, there it is. Sonya down at the bottom is about to get the halftime show, unless Blade is able to connect a few of the stuns and help them out. There's one, and Sonya is retreating, but the top lane has been opened up. They get the entire wall, and they're still protecting the camp even further. But now that they're so close to the halftime show, I guess we're going to see them lock this one in. Sonya was able to retreat as Alarak and Nubarak were both trying to take her down. But that's the 50%. Shielding potion for Deckard Kane. And hello, team? No speed barrier? Really? Give me 20? Alright. Okay, fair enough. No speed barrier for this game. I mean, fair. There's no Garrosh in here, but with Vala, you normally still see the speed barrier. I mean, it has more or less been established as the talent on level 4. And one of the big reasons why you're picking Zarya in the first place. Not so here. Give me 20, so a bit of a different style. Not really putting all their eggs into the Vala basket. But yeah, quick drop, of course, on the damage. And despite the fact that Jimmy is on the side of Go Next, they're still losing out on the Immortal. Vala was just a bit quicker. Has 4 stacks to her level 4. Now the repeating arrow. And here comes the rotation down to the bottom of the map. Okay. Now, with the level 7 talents, we got also Aspect of the Beast. And Misha has the beasted at the top a bit down here. 0 kills, by the way. We're still at 0 kills. We're 5.5 minutes in. We haven't seen a kill yet. So, instead, they're going for structures. They're pushing through the bottom. Trying to make a quick play there for the wall, and they get it. Sonya is pushing out the top. Alarak! Locked down. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Took the fountain, and Vala is dead too. Someone dove a little bit too hard for this one. Okay, so kill for a kill. But that keep is... oh, sorry, that fort is getting crushed. They're gonna get this one, aren't they? Yep. That's the end. Fort down. That's pretty solid. So now they can take the fountain. Pew, pew, pew. And that is a very, very successful first objective. Especially considering that the shield on that bad boy was how big? Like, nothing? 5% of the HP? I mean, that thing was, like, non-existent. And they got a fort with it? Good job. Not bad. Uh-oh, big play at the bot lane. 4 versus 4. Who takes it? We just rotating in. Sonya's late. Sonya is late, but Starzerk is dead. Yep, and late is better than dead, so they win. And they're also gonna take Jimmy now. It's kind of funny that an arrow fired by a little crossbow is making the ragdoll explode like it just did. Yeah, our boy took a tumble, and a pretty big one. I don't know what kind of velocity that arrow has, but oh boy, apparently Vala is getting some serious power on these crossbows. There's the level 10 ability, the entire level lead. Appetizing, yeah, level 10s are in, strafe, and they want fort number 2, I guess. Already working on the sadism a bit. And yep, the ice wall gets easily dodged, but the fort can't run. So it's, even if it doesn't fall, it's taking some serious damage. The old man, Deckard Kane, yeah, with the staff. Blade is down. Blade dead, and this fort is doomed. Rexa at the bottom of the map. And Uburak dead. Level 10, 4 kills to 1, and goodbye. Both forts are gone. Both of them down, and yeah, that is starting to look nasty. Now, of course, the halftime show is also something that you can easily lock in. At some point, you have to give something up, so the camp will be taken. But you can still get the halftime show before the blue team gets the level 10, which they just now have, so that gives a magnificent lead over to Appetizing. The games that we're seeing are just all over the place. One is crazy. It's really crazy. So now we got the Eye of Horus in for Ana. Trying to go for the long distance pew pew here again. Camp's taken for both. And they're already working on the objective at the bottom. They could go for a race, but they don't. So instead they're trying to make the play for Rexa. They don't get him here. There's the ice wall. This time they grab it. And they could go for an Uberak. Blade a bit low. Is trying to make it out. Eye of Horus already gets used here. And they're turning it on Atrax. Spin to win, interrupted, but Zarya with a save after the old man put everybody to sleep again. Okay. Old man comes in, stay a while and shut up and identify my item, dude. Alrighty, 1, 2, 4. Raise your hand if you never had that thought before. It's like, can you stop babbling, please? I don't want to hear war stories again. Just identify my item. Identify it quicker, bro. Okay, there's the stun. And the engage into the back line. Vala, she's alive. And Blade is dead. The cocoon gets bursted away. Starzerk gets farmed. 6 kills to 1. Oh boy, this is trouble brewing. Yeah, they're going for another kill here against Jimmy. Down goes Reyna. And of course, that is a big immortal this time that they have. I mean, holy hell. That one is getting nasty. 7 kills to 1. They're gonna get 13 with this. They're gonna get level 13 with this. Just you wait. So 35,000. I mean, she's doubling the damage on Alarak. Alarak and Jimmy 17,000 damage. Vala 35k. She's doubling it. And well, here we go. They're pushing through the bot lane now. 1 to 7, and that keep. I mean, honestly, the only thing that could save the keep is that we're only 9 minutes and 50 seconds left. So it's not really, the Immortal isn't scaled enough to just crush it by itself. It all depends on whether or not they can do damage against the heroes here. Blade just looked like he was trying to bait the Punisher over the wall. But yeah, so instead we get Zarya with the ult, already attempting to zone this a bit. And the wall has fallen. This is another big wall, slows, Alara comes in, but Misha is already dead. Misha is dead and they're just on the run, and Blade is in trouble. He drops the cocoon, so that talent doesn't get any value for them anymore, at least not in this fight. 13 talents are of course here as well, and that keep just stands no chance. The keep is down and they are hoping to end the game. They want to get some kills here and then end it. I mean, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, the quick jump on Alarak. Already the sleeper setup. Can they get the kill on Wit? They look for Jimmy. They look for Wit. The core is falling as we speak. This is going to be it. That's a 2-1 lead in this best of 5 series at our Heroes of the Storm tournament in this match. Go next. Losers on Battlefield of Eternity. Appetizing takes the lead in this best of 5. Volskaya Foundry, everybody! Yeah, map number 4. Series is going a little bit back and forth here. I wouldn't be shocked to see a 5th map coming in between these two. Appetizing against Go Next. The winner of this series qualifies for the Masters Clash. Keep that in mind, everyone. So this is the last chance to qualify for the main event, and we're gonna find out which team is gonna make it work here. May gets banned. I gotta admit that the bans amuse me a little bit in this series. I have, I think, never seen a May ban after a game, in the sense that, oh my god, we don't want to deal with this. Now that everyone's Volskaya found, you still get Chromie banned out. We should see the ban on Medivh, of course, which leaves Uther open. Uh-oh, they're hesitating. Guys, they're hesitating a little bit here. Are they going to ban Uther over Medivh? I'm getting a bit scared here. You don't ban Medivh to your own peril. There we go. Medivh gets banned, and now the Uther lock. No? Okay. No Uther? It seems to be a little bit like both of the teams are like, yeah, I see Sonya, Uther, something else. Like, what are we going for? Okay, so Sonya instead gets immediately picked as the first pick again. I mean, she's great. She's super central in the meta now. Very rarely do you see a game without Sonya. And, well, on the other hand, seems like the red team is also not really too hasty on locking their own picks in. So they gotta think this through too. This is the game where you potentially qualify for the Masters Clash. Uther and Jojo. Alright, Team Blue Eyes over here. Yeah, I mean, for Volskaya, you could definitely go for Rexa again, so that's already one. Rexa on the side. Deathwing is another one. Blade usually plays a lot of it. You could see the birdie again. But no, Hanzo. Honor! And there is a Stukov. Finally we get a Stukov game. I mean, it took long enough, right? It took long enough for us to get a Stukov game in this series. Every other series, they're just like... they're fighting tooth and nail over who gets to pick Stukov with a Nubarak, with a Varian. But over here, nope, none of that. So, yeah, it's so surprising to me. Everybody else plays sniper compositions. Here, we see little of that happening. Rexa even getting banned now. Yeah, would be a solid pick. They apparently don't want him. But what we've seen here now a few times already is, of course, Go Next going into Rexa over and over again, even on other maps in Volskaya, where initially he even made his re-emergence. Okay. And, well, last ban. Ana. Yep. The double support setup is, of course, annoying as hell, especially when you play that Uther and that main tank, but okay. So now that Ana is getting taken care of, what does that leave? You could still go Brightwing if you want to get another support. They played a lot with Deckard Cain the entire time. There's a Deathwing. They don't want to give it over to Go Next, so they pick it themselves. Etrex has that one in. And Deckard Cain. Yeah, they played him a few times already, and now they're doing it again. Deckard Cain is in their house. Alright, the old geezer. And now the last two picks for this one. Mephisto! And again, that Sonya main tank setup with Leoric at the side. Okay. Mephisto and Hanzo with Sonya and Leo at the front. It's a wild one. Played it before and they're playing it again. Balsa now. They faced this already once. Can they lock in the 3-1? Or are we going to game number 5? That's the question. They go for Vala again. Guys, we're ready. Double support with Vala. Deathwing Johanna at the front. Game 4. Go Next. They need to win here or they are out of the competition. Appetizing, they could qualify for the Masters Clash right now. We're heading into Volskaya Foundry to find out which team takes the victory on the 4th map. Game number 4. Wit on Leoric for the blue team. Blade going straight into the Skull missile build with the unyielding power is playing Mephisto. Kelvin on Hanzo, Starzerk on Sonya, and Skynox with a low blow on Stukov's level 1. Right side of the map, Appetizing. They got the chance now. Win this map and you are in the Masters Clash. Lavakal on Uther, Itrax on Deathwing, Rutek on Deckard Kane, Bolsas on Vala, and Sartras is playing Jojo. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Let's see which team can take the lead here. We actually got a Skull Missile build for Mephisto. Not what I thought would happen here. But okay, so for now we got the chicken build, or the chicken skin on Itrax. I guess it's not quite the chicken, there's a bit of a difference. It's more like a grey. Okay, so it's not going for the full-on chicken. I can appreciate that. As nothing is worse than the white tint on that particular skin, because it just looks like... It looks like Deathwing wants to jump into the oven and go full turkey. So, I don't know. It looks like a turkey. It actually does. It's the turkey skin. It's not even the chicken skin, it's the turkey skin. Blade, well, that was a very quick introduction to the game. Skull Missile build and their death at the beginning. Yeah, not a great opening for him. So, needs to redeem himself a bit and show later on that he can crush them a bit on the damage. But for now, that rotation has done fairly well for Appetizing. Okay, so they have definitely taken that lead now. They struggled a lot on Cursed Hollow, and that was definitely not their map, but at least on Battlefield of Eternity, it's a very different ball game. Atrax over here, full-on terror setup against the wave. Camps are taken, both of the teams are going for the items, so that's what we're getting now too. And yeah, they are actually saving this a little bit longer. Apparently not quite sure what was happening there. Blade gets done again. Okay, he gets out. For a moment I was worried. But yeah, he's fine. Yeah, very fine. All the way to the top. Sartras is looking to do his thing. We got Lavakal over here now, and they're starting to make the play straight in for the healing beacon. And over here, Uther is down, and he lost the item. It gets picked up. That is a disaster right now. They dropped at least one of the turrets, but oh my god. Uther, dead. Item at least taken. So they didn't lose the item, they still took it. The blue team, they dropped theirs, so they don't have a turret any longer. They were able to trade it in for the healing beacon. But yeah, so it's now a kill for a kill, but that was a bit of a disastrous fight. If that item would have been taken away too, that would have been just fantastic for Go Next, but as it stands, it's still fairly even here, as we now have level 4 talents for both of the teams. So, yep, there's that. Now, camps are taken, or at least one camp is taken. So on the right side, we now got Team Appetizing doing their thing. We also got the punishment in. The potion of shielding is, of course, ready. At the bottom of the map, still a bit of play around Blade and Wit, trying to go for the drain, but missing Itrax here. The objective gets announced, and so we're looking at that. But at this point, here's the play. So they're going to try and go straight in for their own camp. The one on the right side has been taken, but they haven't really channeled it through, so they're guarding it. And with level 7, I mean, honestly, what we're going to see here very likely, with especially the 7 talents. Oh, interesting. Ghastly Reach. Ghastly Reach is always something where I would love if they go for the old school Leoric build, where you head into the Royal Focus on level 16 and the Ominous Wraith than beforehand. So those are usually the best talents because you just get more synergy out of all those picks. But if they do that or not, it's not really all that common anymore, so I'm not quite sure if they're really playing this one. I kind of think they won't. Yeah, Growing Infestation, again, pretty normal right now to follow up when you go for the low blow in level 1. Ever since that talent got buffed in the patch, the synergy with the Lurking Arm setup is more and more popular on those builds. The Arsenal, so the red team had to rotate top before they can make a play for the objective, since they were a bit behind on the experience, therefore didn't have the level 7 talent yet. We got the Hand of Protection in, and we got the Firestorm over here. Alright, Itrax can already start to push this out a bit. Spear already in for Sonya, and again, not really a lot of big team fights. They're going for the items again. The red team did a better job claiming it early, so they have the second turret fairly early, but this one is now up to. And Hanzo is jumping over to take it, but that also gives control to Team Appetizing, as they are now locking in the checkpoint, and they are trying to invade this one. Yeah, and they can. They're coming in immediately, and they're starting to drop the damage. 5 versus 5 now. Blade coming in from behind here, trying to stack his level 1 a bit more. They already dropped the healing beacon, and the red team immediately retreated. They baited out some of the items, and that's all that they really needed to do here. So they have now 2 turrets against 1. So solid advantage on the items for this objective, and they're still holding the control here too. First turret is getting dropped. They can fall back a little bit. Nice attempt to take Wit down. didn't quite work for them, but Starzerk is also eating a lot of damage here, and well, that's the halftime show. They used both. I don't really know why. They didn't need to use the items here. I guess it was one of those better saves than sorry moments, but since everyone was already retreating, there was no need to drop the turrets. So they could have saved them for a rainy day. They didn't. Now they still have, of course, some pressure going, but the blue team has also not been too lazy. They rotated Starzerk down to the bottom, and he's just chunking down these towers. So the reaction is there, but it's late. Itrax is finally dealing with it. But at the top, yeah, this one hurts. At the top, we have the wall destroyed, and that fountain, which is the main goal of the entire attack, is now also down. Yeah, level 10 abilities are, of course, now in. Wrath of the Berserker is ready, and the Meme Strike for Hanzo. Level 20 is going to do well for him with a cooldown reduction, but even beforehand, if they can, for example, land a good Endurance of Hate or an Entomb, and then they are setting all of these ults up together, they can murder. There's some wombo combo potential here that is definitely incredibly dangerous. Appetizing is trailing behind in experience, despite the fact that they were able to get the first objective. But now that they're getting the level 10, they need to lock this one in quickly. And there's the Divine Shield. Yeah, that doesn't really work all that well against Deathwing. He simply flies out, no problem for him. And of course, by now we got the Blessed Shield here too. And with everybody showing at the bottom of the map, Appetizing said, boys, if you can come here, we are just going to take that item really quickly. I mean, thank you really very much, but if you don't want to play on this one, we are more than willing to just jump in and take the extra healing beacon. No problem at all. Thank you. So with that, we got now 1-1 on the lineup. We got the rotation towards the bot lane again. Both teams with their level 10 abilities. 30 stacks for the missile setup on level 1 for Mephisto. And Itrax is easily moving away from it. Okay. So, same time now. They're starting to make the play. They're trying to invade this one, and they let it go. Yeah, Vala wasn't here. That's the damage gone. But now they're trying to take the fight. Bit of a zoning strike. Does some damage. Lavakal could still try and turn it on the other hand. And he's starting to go in straight for it. Yeah, the Entomb blocking it. I like it. Just making sure that Vala can't follow and take someone down on the retreat. So that's good. And of course, still the fight continuing in the middle as they're now going for Blade again. And he gets locked down and dies. That's kill number 2. Both of the kills for Team Appetizing against Mephisto. And thanks to the camp being up on the map, they can now move in for another turret and add another item to their setup. Okay, there we go. At this point, nice. And yes, that is a pretty solid lead now on items. 2-1, 1 healing beacon. They got the item. Uth at the bottom of the map. Lavakal, careful. Gotta be a bit cautious with this. Yeah, and they're starting to play for the next objective mainly. Again, normally it's level 13 when it arrives, just technically speaking, but yeah, here we go. So with all of this, we got 16,000 for Vala. We got all the way up at the top, Kelvin just pushing Belsa back. He has no mana, so everybody's just like playing it slow, waiting for 13. I mean, it's literally just trying to wait for the talent, trying to at least catch the experience. They are going through the motions. So they're going through the motions in the anticipation of the next talent and the objective. Nobody is too aggressively rotating here in the hopes of getting a kill. So, yeah, there's that. Now, towards the top, control point will unlock again and gets announced. So that's when they're going to start to make their plays. A bit of missile synergy now with the level 13. Quest is nearly completed on level 1 and we got the Upward Skull now. And we get more Drain. Unyielding Despair is in play. Plus on top of that also Gloom. So Vala is a bit safer against a lot of the spell damage that's coming out. But yep, it's party time. Leo again. Oh, up here at the top. Careful, every single time the blade pokes his head out, he gets immediately attacked. And of course there's still Stuka on the other side. But here comes the engage. And what a rain of vengeance. Damn, baby. Nearly getting a kill against Blade too, but even the kill against Stukov alone is just fantastic because it allows them to easily go for the objective and they can even push the top fort a little bit at the same time. Really, really nice. So, yeah. That's a bit of a problem because I think that fort is going to go down. They can't move in for it. Now Mephisto is slowly joining back up with them. But yeah, that fort is so low, even if the Protector just looks at it, it's going to drop. Now it's a 5 versus 5, so it's not guaranteed yet that Appetizing is actually winning the Protector. They're only at 50%, but they are definitely on a good way. Deathwing can now start moving in. There's also an experience lead for them. It's not going to translate into a level 16 talent lead, but still doing fairly well. And let's not forget about this item lead that they have. Yeah, they have a great position there. Nobody has moved down to the bottom to take the additional ones. Sonya's coming in from the side, connects the spear on Lavakal, and they're trying to set the Entomb trap together with the Meme Strike. But he just dodges out on it. Walked out, no problem. Now we got the healing beacon on the ground, and they're trying to burn Wit down. And that's a nice condemn. Sucking them back in. The older man going for the sleeper, and they're trying to drop Sonya over here. Starzerg is slowly making it out. They haven't killed anybody yet. Nobody died in that fight. But Wit is close, and he drops first. Activates the trade value, and now they're trying to follow up on Jojo, and they get her. That's actually a better trade for Go Next, because Leo is going to be back on site in just a few seconds. Jojo is going to need some time until she's back to business. Now, they can still try and go for 16, which maybe they should. And Sonya is doing exactly that in the middle of the map now. Starzerg with the spin to win here, trying to make this happen. But they are now up at the top, trying to go for the objective. 99 points, Atrax. He makes it out. But yeah, Leo's back. Jojo isn't. So seems like a good moment for Go Next to say, you know what? That Protector, kind of useful. Let's go and take it to do at least a bit of damage. Jojo's back, 16s are in, but yeah, they are losing this one. Protector is in play. Nice value by them. And now we got the Benediction on Uther. Manticore for Vala is in too. Fanaticism has been taken. The advantage is not going to last for too long, but they're trying to burn down the Immortal as quickly as they can. We couldn't even see the burn in despair here, guys. We got Crushing Hope, and I've been burned a little bit with that level 20. Now, with the 16s, a bit more slamming is also coming out. Wit is really just trying to drop the Deathwing at this point, and he does solid damage on him. But with the rotation into the middle, the fort likely gonna get dropped. Vala with more damage against the Protector though, and yeah, they are burning this down very quickly. The problem is that Sonya hasn't been with the blue team for a while now, and she's just murdering the bot lane. The fountain is gone. That preps you for the third objective. And 4 kills to 2, as everybody is now starting to calm down a little bit over here. Damage output also, now that we got the 16 talents, let's have a quick look at that. 33,000 for Vala. 39k for Hanzo. 39,000 for him. Yeah, and down here, I mean, Atrax is not going to go down against this, but of course, if you can threaten him a bit and force him back, that's always kind of neat. At the top, we have a setup against Wit that drops Leo, so Leoric is down. But it's still going to come at a cost, because down here, it could drop the fort. Instead, are they making a play maybe for the middle? Yeah, they could take this one. They could definitely push in with the minion wave now. But since the blue team is willing to defend, they're going to make the rotation happen into the mid lane if need be. And so far they don't need it, because instead of going for the structure, we're going to see them going for the items here. And with all the kills that we're seeing, Blessed Shield coming out, they're trying to go for the kill, but Starzerg escapes. Rutek also not connecting the ult. It's a weird game, honestly. 5 kills to 2 right now, and it feels a little bit like, despite the kill advantages, Appetizing cannot just really pull ahead. They lost Johanna in a very unfortunate moment over the fight on the top of the side. And in structures, they are in danger of losing too. So that is a bit annoying. Now, right now, there's an attack for the fort. That's the first one to fall. Yeah, first structure down. Item still about to be taken. And they gotta fight at some point. I mean, right now we're gonna see Meme Strikers on cooldown. They're flying in deep. They're trying for the kill, and they should at least get one. Wit, oh my god, Wit makes it out, really? They kill Sonya though, but there it is. The kill against Leo. I was just about to say, he should fall. But they're also getting a drop on Deathwing, and that was solid. But Blade dies, so that makes it a 3-1 trade. 18 is in for both of them, but Appetizing is getting closer and closer to level 19. And now with their minion wave, they can move into the middle. They can take the fort down here. They can really start to push the structures a little bit further and try to run everything for objective 3. They really need to also move down to the bottom of the map. I like that they're taking the fort, don't get me wrong, but at least go down to the bottom of the map and take the fountain. Because that is something you want to get rid of. I mean, you can move through the side wall, but instead they're going for the item, which is always a good move to make too. You want to have the item advantage, but given that they just lost their fort at the bottom and don't have a fountain either, it would be really helpful for the next objective to at least go down to the bottom of the map and take that fountain apart so your opponent doesn't have a chance to tap off hit points and mana before the fight. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Anyways, Camps are now getting taken. Level 20 for Vala is of course going to be a dream because of the Farflight Quiver. Balsa is going to be at a safe distance the entire time. It makes it easier for him to get his hatred stacks. Makes it much easier for him to get damage as general. And he has enough targets at the front, without a doubt. So Farflight Quiver is in. And with that we got also the Radiant Faith in. And Bulwark. Yep, and here we go. Open up that side wall or the gate and just simply drop the fountain. But someone should anchor here because the rotation is coming. And right now nobody does. And once that Leo drops the Entomb, you could still have a problem even without level 20 talents. yeah, look how quick they get him here. Vala with Manticore value. Yeah, that's a quick kill. And here comes the big push. They want more kills like this. Without the level 20 talent, Go Next was reluctant to fight. They were looking to see if they maybe can get the drop on someone, and the answer is no. But now that they lost Leo, there's an immediate move for the fort, and the fountain has now been obliterated. But that's an easy objective, at least initially, and they're already pushing for the wall at the keep. They're of course going to try to take the keep down with the next objective. And in an ideal world, you would try and take a little bit more. If they win this map, they're in the Masters Clash. If they win the map here, they're in the Masters Clash, and they are trying to give themselves as much of a chance as they possibly can with the next objective that they're potentially getting. But Starzerk locks in the 20 for his team. They're getting the 20. Item advantage is insanely solid now, though. They got plenty of items, and we get the Burning Despair for Wit. Not going into the Buried Alive here. Actually goes in with a Burning Despair. Yeah, they don't have a real tank, so it's pretty much like the Leo tank here. But, well, he gets attacked right away, and they kill Deathwing, don't they? Deathwing gets locked in and taken down, but they also lose Hanzo. It's a 4 versus 4 now. Lavakal, Divine Shields, they're trying to turn it on Blade and Wit should fall, might fall, could fall, Vala! There's the hit! Their final hit comes in, and now they got the chance to go for the objective. 11 kills to 4. And they were able to lock those in. Items are still being taken. Yeah, Balsa with the damage output. I mean, he's sitting at 54,000 damage. The only one that has higher numbers than him is Hanzo. Fort has been destroyed in the middle of the map. But if you look down at the bottom, this is of course going to be an objective right now. So they're going to need to take this. There's no way that the blue team is going to make a move in and tries to contest this again. Now, Deathwing isn't back yet, but will be soon. Same is also true for Leo and Hanzo as they are starting to make their way over towards the keep wall. And, well, keep is the minimum. Keep is the minimum of what you need to get now. You, of course, want to get kills with it and go for a quick move onto the core to end this series and qualify for the Masters Clash. But it's not quite sure if they can pull that one off. But they can definitely start and take that keep. And that's a strong opening right here. You gotta be careful. They got Kane eating a bit of the damage. Deathwing is starting to jump in. Vala. Deathwing came in and he immediately dies. Turns into Deadwing and gets dropped. They're trying to make the play over here. Tower's already down. It's the end of Stukov, but Vala is low and she dies too. They keep at least eliminated. Sonya way in the back. They're gonna lose everybody here. Uther and Johanna. Can they escape? Divine Shield is still up. They could use the Divine Shield. And there it is. A kill, maybe. Kelvin. He dies. Hanzo is down. Hanzo is down. Uther on the run. Goes for the Divine Shield. You can run, baby. You cannot hide. No. You... There it is. There's the hit and that's the kill. Nice. Full 5-man wipe. Now, they need to get some counter damage in. They have only 3 heroes on the map, but they want to go for the bottom keep. And I don't know how much they can do here. With only 3 heroes and no support present, they might be able to get the keep. The problem is Deathwing is back in 5 seconds, and they might have gone a little bit too deep here. So get the keep, but yeah, they need to share the damage. They need to really play around this a little bit. And I guess eventually they might be able to take it, but that's still a dangerous position to be in. So the keep is about to go down. Deathwing is a bit too late. This time they drop it. God, I would have tilted so hard if they kept it at 1 hit point again. So the 3 of them come in and they take the keep down. And just like that, the situation between the two teams and structures is fairly even again. There's an extra fort at the top, but that's all they got. 67,000 damage and 64,000 on Vala. What a game. This entire series has been so strange at times. But yeah, that bot lane pressure was a bit much. Deathwing, honestly, he just came back into the fight and immediately died again. I mean, full on Itrax, yeah, he just arrived in the battle and bam, he was dead. Literally landing in the entomb. And it was the end of him. Now, they got... Where are they headed? Are they back... What? The call! The call! They're backdooring the core! No fucks given! They go for the backdoor. Are you serious? Alright, the old man putting 3 to sleep. They're burning the core down. The ult on Deathwing. 50%. The bulwark. Do they have the damage? Vala down, Deathwing down. This is game 5. The balls on these guys. They come in and say, guys, we got Deckard Cain. He can sleep them. We have Vala, we got the Divine Shield here, the Bulwark. We got so many tools. We just use everything and we take the core down. And yeah, it backfired. We're heading into game 5. I mean, kudos for trying it. So that's quite the call there, but not really. So that is a win for Go Next. We are going to game number 5 in this series. Appetizing against Go Next. We are going the full distance here, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head straight into the 5th game of this Deciders match. Who will win and who will go to the Masters Clash? Alright, that go for the core maybe didn't quite work out. Honestly, with only 20% left, there's definitely a chance that if they would have coordinated that slightly differently, they could have won the game there. A bit of a ballsy move, I gotta say, regardless. But now we're going straight into Brax's holdout. And with that, we are looking at our final map. We're going the full distance on this one. So it's the last map in the series that decides which one of these two teams makes it into the Masters Clash. And of course, every single pick matters now. Every kill that you get, every mistake that you make, May gets banned. And we got also Maiev banned out. Now, normally we would follow up with bans on Medivh and Chromie, but you also got Uther that you want to ban out. So that's already 3 heroes, and you got to make your decision on what you want to get rid of and what you're okay with. So they're really playing this one slow now. And there's the Medivh ban. They don't want him. But what does Go Next ban? Do they ban Uther? Do they ban Chromie? Which one of the two do they let get through? Last time, they decided that Uther was alright. Now, we've seen a lot of first pick Sonias. So you gotta keep in mind too that there's a good chance that the team is gonna first pick Sonya, or could. Zarya gets banned out, they leave both open. And of course, Rexa on the top lane is also fantastic. And yeah, that's exactly why Itrax locks him in immediately and says, alright. The King of Dragonshire is also the King of Braxis, so let's get him right away. And with that, this double pick is going to be interesting. Brightwing Genji. Easy rotations, movements between lanes. It's great here. One of the reasons why we see a Nupurak oftentimes too. You got Chromie still up. Uther still up. There's a lot that could currently still be played in terms of like playstyle. I mean, even Zeratul. You could also like play Zeratul, of course, on this map. If you got a good Zeratul player. Anything that is mobile is great, but you can also go in a straight up 4-1 style. Varian Chromie, that is the style that, again, I've been talking about this ever since the series started. We've seen it in so many of the other games, and they haven't played it even once. Now we got a Varian, we got a Chromie, and that just screams for Stukov. Stukov ban here from Go Next would be smart. Maybe there's other heroes that you also don't want to go up against, and I totally understand that, but Stukov, you could ban him out. They ban Uther instead. Now, to be fair, if they would have banned Stukov, Appetizing would have gone for Uther. Uther still gets a stun as a follow-up. Both bans are fine. Both are fine. You don't want to deal with the Uther setup here. That's fair enough. He's also a bit of a pain. But Stukov, of course, is the perfect follow-up for Variant's Taunt as well. A couple of other heroes. We've seen the Brightwing Polymorph come in after the stun. Brightwing obviously taken for the blue team now. But let's go. Yeah, the ban on Gul'dan. Great wave clear for him. And on top of that, he also has the Horrify down, which is a bit of a problem. Alright, what are they going to get here on Braxis? Top lane pick is also important. In the past, even Phoenix was played here. More so in NA than in EU. I'm talking HGC times. Yeah, but I need their solo laner. Sonya. Sonya and there's a Nubarak. Again, they got a lot of heroes now that can jump on a target in the backline. You can zip in with Genji, you can jump in with a Nubarak, or burrow in with the Nubaraks more so, and you can also burrow between the lanes and really do some work there. Last final picks here for Team Appetizing. The last map in this series. This is what it came down to. Everything is on the line for now. And are we gonna get Stukov? Jimmy and Stukov. Okay, off we go. That's our bot lane now. And Starzerk, the last pick for the last draft in our Heroes of the Storm match. Take your time, buddy, but this is the one that matters now. This is where all the decisions are being made. Can't take it back after this one. Okay, final pick for the 5-man for Go Next. It is Tychus. Alright, Tychus is in, everybody. Let's go, let's make it happen. Braxis Holdout, the 5th and final map in this best of 5 series to decide which one of the two teams advances to the Masters Clash. Wit on Sonya for Go Next on the final map. Braxis Holdout on the left side. Starzerk on Tychus. Kelvin on Genji. Skynox on Brightwing. And Blade on Nubarak. On the right side of the map, we got Lavekal on Chromie, Rutek on Stukov, Balsa for the Polish team. On Jim Rayner, with the ace in the hole on level 1, Sartuas and Varian, and Itrax for the solo lane is playing Rexa. Okay, let's get the party started. Which team takes it? You screw up here and you are out. One mistake, one int, one wrong call, and it can all be over. Already meeting it a little bit in the middle of the map, and, well, they just found Rexa. He gets a bit of a beating, and immediately Hearthstone's back and says, like, alright, whatever. I'm going to come back in just a moment. But, yeah, let's start here from zero and from scratch. Now, this, on the other hand, is a neat move, because it slows him down, and they're trying to get the kill here. They're missing the stun. Yeah, Genji zips in. Atrax is still on the run. That's, of course, a lot of time that they just wasted here, but they kept him away from the top 2, which means that now Sonya can do some damage. Problem is that at the bottom of the map, the same thing is happening. The issue is here, it's 4 heroes, and that's very different. And hello, team? Tychus? That's an easy kill. Okay, Tychus is down, and that's not quite how Go Next wanted to start this game up. It was a nice idea that they had there initially, but that backfired a bit. That's a lead in experience and an early kill for Team Appetizing, and they're already opening the wall with now the bot lane wall, the side lane taken. And if they can, oh my god, if they can take that fountain down before Tychus is back, can you imagine how much of a problem that would be for the blue team? So yeah, they are eating dirt down here. That's rough. That's a real rough start. That's gonna be tough to move back from. There's the jump on the other hand, straight on to Jimmy, and he's down. Jimmy's down, Kelvin jumped in and got the kill with his Genji. And yep, Chromie still trying to get, oh my god, still trying to get the damage on Genji himself, and does it. Now the problem at the top lane is, of course, that Rexa should always be able to hold this in the long run, as long as nobody rotates in. And of course, that's going to be a big if, because either Brightwing or Genji, maybe even a Nubarak, are going to make their way over to the top lane eventually. But as long as it's a 1 versus 1, it's going to be a win for Rexa. Nearly a kill against Skynox. I mean, Chromie, she was about to hammer that one in. But now, both of them are connected for just a second, alright? They take control down here at the bottom. Genji is now rotating over because they're a bit afraid that the top lane might be lost. They're trying to make the play for Misha, and Misha gets out. But down here, the 4 versus 3 is causing some serious problems, because now the final tower is about to get crushed too. Level 4 talents are at least in, and that of course brings Varian his taunt. And this is where the real party begins for that 4-man of Team Appetizing. So yeah, Genji is back. They can signal it now to the top lane. And we have control over at the top for Misha, and they're controlling the bot lane. They're getting the points. They're getting the points towards the objective, and they're also threatening Blade. Now Balsa, he's the one that is the prime target for the 5-man or for the 4-man on the blue team. But there's some serious trouble brewing now. So top lane gets attacked, Brightwing moves in, Polymorph, Atrax takes a bit too much damage, but is still able to survive, and they have 62, 64 points now towards the objective. And as you can see here, they are easily threatening them again at the bottom of the map. The second that there's 2-3 heroes topside, they are down here pushing. And for good reason. Why wouldn't they? This is exactly what they need to do. That's a huge problem right now. So topside, they didn't get the kill. Yes, Rexa had to move back, but still, they are having some serious trouble here. And we haven't even seen Varian go for any big taunts yet. Now, we get the In the Rhythm on level 4, and Tychus has his first 4 stacks together. It's 16 points on the progress bar towards the beacon to 66. And it gets dangerous down here. The wall opened up. Once the fountain is gone, you're gonna be in a world of pain. Here comes the kill attempt. Brightwing with the save, but now Tychus is isolated. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The kill, maybe 36 HP, and he gets out. God, they're cutting it too close here. They really do. But the objective, that's a different story. 86, 88%, they're getting it. 100% against 16. That is a big gap between the two. And it's a push at the top. Down here it will be an easy defense. They try the fountain, and they get stopped by that one Ultralis. But the top side, that is very, very different. I mean, Ultralis down here is not going to do anything in either other Zerglings. But at this point, this bot lane is in as much trouble as the top lane, because that is a massive onslaught. And granted, Rexa is alone here, but they're still breaking through this. And if they can nim the fountain down, that would be the dream. Down at the bottom, the fountain is gone. Level 7 talents now for both of them. And it seems like the fountain holds for now, but the bot lane is taking way too much damage. And yeah, with the fountain gone and the 4 damaged, this is going to be a real difficult one to hold as the game continues, if they don't get a couple of kills in. And as long as Sartras is really just anchoring the sides, making the plays, making sure that nobody can jump on especially Jimmy without them knowing, then that's half the battle. So they're looking great here. Now they're trying to go for their camp. Blade, he kind of smells that, so they can make a play here. Shouldn't get too greedy around these camps, but Rexa is now moving in twos. They want to turn this into a 5 versus 4. The problem always being that there is a global on the other side with Brightwing. Yeah, and Misha is about to go down. Over here, the damage. They're trying to still take that camp. And if the blue team doesn't take it or doesn't fight, then this is a lot of time that they just wasted. They got nothing. They got nothing for their time. If they would have taken their own camp at the same time, then both teams have a push going. That's not the case any longer. And look at this, I love it. Atrax is playing it super safe because Blade already has shown once that he's willing to jump in from the sides here. And yeah, they are playing this really, really smart. And Rexa is now alone at the top lane. There's nobody else there. So that top lane forward for Go Next is in trouble too. Just generally speaking, Appetizing is doing much better. They are making better moves now. And now the camp here is taken. Sonya and Kelvin, they take it. But Misha is sniffing that out, is getting a stun, and that slows down the Sonya rotation towards the top, which could cost them some experience. Yeah. Are they stealing this? No, they're not trying. Yeah, burn baby burn, exactly. And currently they're trying to make that fourth burn at the bottom. Jimmy, careful. You're the one that they have an eye and out. You gotta be careful with this. Beacons are activating another 30, and both teams are getting closer to the level 10 here. Continuous poke from Chromie. Does damage. 14,000 to the 17,000 that Tychus has. And Lavekal also. Bit more careful. Yeah, moves back. And they're taking it. Slightly inexperienced right now for Go Next, but that's going to change once that Rexa is picking up the XP here. And that's exactly what he's doing as we speak. So, yeah, he's sitting tight. Sonya is moving back down, though. It's still very, very close here. The structural damage much, much better for Appetizing. But that doesn't mean anything if around level 10 you all of a sudden get wrecked. And here comes the engage. They're trying to go straight in for Jimmy. Jimmy! And he's dead again. He's playing too aggressive. He's too far out. That's the second time that he dies. And he is the one they're going to go for. And now that they got Leap on Sonya, you're going to see more of that. For sure. And of course, this is the opportunity to take maybe a lead even on the objective. But yeah, they're pushing them back down here. Up at the top, Aatrox playing it really smart, really safe too. Down at the bottom, they still have the control. And of course, with level 10 abilities now on both sides, we could see them with a bit of a fight here. But Anubarak tries to make it out. Rexa comes in. They're stunning out Brightwing. They go for Blade. Do they have the taunt? 6 seconds. Cocoon had to be used. Here comes the ult on Rexas. They're slowing them even further. But they're not getting anything done here. No. He gets away. Sonya leaping in. And the spin to win. But Chromie in the back is still alive. And they take their channel now. They have the beacon at the top. They couldn't get a kill though. But neither did Go Next. Final map. We're 8.5 minutes in, by the way. And we only have 9 stacks on in the rhythm for Tigers. Single digits for him still. Yeah, now everybody is still going for their camps here. It's close. It's getting closer and closer over here. We're now on level 11. 2 kills to 1. Map number 5. The final one in the series. And the ults are slowly coming back. And nobody is going to the bot lane. The only one that is making some moves is Brightwing, and she's the global. They're starting to try and take top mercenary camp out. And they, of course, are still looking for that taunt. And Wit is moving in from the side. He has Leap up. Leap is back up. They can try to go on Jimmy. He's the main target. Make the engage. They're also trying to steal the camp here away. There's the taunt. A little bit early, maybe. But, yeah, get the slow first. Taunt shortly after. Brightwing is jumping in. The pushback. And there's Odin on top of it, too. And with Odin, they have a good chance of getting the beat now. Yeah, but Wit is a bit low here. The good stun against Varian puts him into trouble, though. Alright, Stukov, he might have a problem as well. And yeah, you can say that again. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Stukov might have a problem here. I mean, let's enjoy that once more. Look at this one. Look at Stukov. It's just whoop from all ends. Everybody diving straight on him. And that is an insane kill on Stukov. And at the bottom of the map, now they're making the play also for Aatrox. Go Next is starting to gain some momentum here. 3 kills to 1 now. Aatrox is alive. 34 on the objective against 0. Yeah, but again, there's only a small leading experience. It's not crazy or anything. Still, only single digits on Tigers. Yep, Blake gets away from the team again. And they are starting to still push through the bottom of the map. That fort is incredibly low, and the fountain's gone. That's a problem. They might get this one. They might have a chance to grab this one now. And at the top, they are holding it too. That's a couple of points in favor of Team Appetizing now. They are holding the top lane. And they're holding the one at the bottom. So they need to push this back, and they need to bring it back quickly. Every single percentage point counts. Oh, then again, Blade. He's down. Blade is down. Cocoon or no Cocoon, doesn't matter. He went for Varian. Cocoon didn't thought to survive through that. Couldn't. They leap in the back, and still the kill against Jimmy. They are farming him. They are farming Jimmy in this game now. But the counter kill against Genji is worth so much for them. And they're looking at another objective, and they're looking at more kills too. Wit has no chance here. He shouldn't. No way. No way. There's the charge. They go for Brightwing instead. But even Skynock makes it out. We got 34% against 100 on the objective though. So that Zergwave at the bot lane is going to take a lot more than just the fort. Actually, it's not taking the fort because the fort's dead already. And Jimmy is going to try and defend the top lane solo. Now, that means you're fighting a 5 versus 4 at the bot lane once that Genji is back. So you got to be real careful with this. Opening the wall up is nice. Getting the keep is maybe a bit too ambitious. Especially with Odin popped. So, yeah. Jimmy is defending the top. Down here, they're breaking through the wall with ease. But you got to be careful with that fight. You got to be real careful with it. Genji gets attacked. Taunt is not back up again. But they're still doing damage. And the keep takes some damage too. Jimmy is still defending the top. But at some point, you got to retreat here. And honestly, that moment is now. before Anubarak dives in and forces the fight around the cocoon. Then again, Anubarak has to be alive for that, and he might not be. Blade, 200 HP, big shot against Sonya. And Anub is dead, and so is Genji. All of a sudden, the keep is wide open. All of a sudden, the keep is wide open. They were retreating, the fight got forced, they lost 2, and now the keep is up for grabs with the next minion wave. They're starting to go for it. They're already nibbling it down through the Zergs. And now that the next wave is coming in, there's just no way of saving this any longer. No, Genji down for 9, Anubara coming back in 6. How can a team that went for a core snipe not commit to the keep here? Like, what? Maybe it's because of that. Mana, granted they're a bit low, but these guys went full on ham on the core in a 5 versus 5, and now they are refusing to take this, even though there were still a couple of units around that were soaking the shots. Really? They seem to have lost their aggression on the last map. Now, it is map 5. I give them the better safe than sorry setup, but that, I feel that was fairly safe today. Maybe don't try and get the kill on the hero and instead just go for this, but either way. Now, 15 to 15. It's actually amazing how close these guys still are in experience. You know what? We're going to take a look at the experience distribution here. Yeah, it's the minion experience where the blue team has the lead. So, yep. And at the same time now, 15.5, 15. Now that they are back on with full mana, they can start to make the play for the top 4 too. They already destroyed 1. They can go for the next one as well. Okay, so let's have at it. Yeah, Sonya is moving in from the side again. She wants to set the leap up, and so does Anubarak. Nobody is anchoring this. They're diving again. Cocoon, jump into the back, and, well, that is Jimmy dead once again. I mean, it's the same MO. It's the same play. They execute it over and over again, and nobody is holding these side lanes. Nobody is trying to scout out where they're approaching from, but it's the same play time and time again. They're coming in from the side, they're dropping the cocoon on Varian, they're jumping on Jim Reyna, and they take him down. Now the boss is going to be taken, and go next. They're turning this. They're turning this, and I think that 4 versus 5 fight, are you serious? Wow, they're taking a huge risk. They're taking a massive risk. For a team, I don't know what Appetizing is doing. When they had a chance to take the keep at the bottom of the map, they didn't take it. Now they're engaging willfully into a 4 versus 5. They're losing 2 heroes because of it. I feel they are having some problems here with the nerfs. The nerfs are showing, and the blue team is capitalizing on it. Yeah, that's rough now. The beacons are up, and they're being taken too. Jimmy died 4 times, and it's the same play, time and time again. They dive on him, and that is that. They need to protect him a little bit better. He needs to play a bit more passive, and he needs to stay away from these flanks that they can go for. Of course, easier said than done, but again, it's not like the play is something that is like insanely rare here. So this is a huge beacon, and the boss is there to take the bot fort down. Top fort has fallen to... Yeah, they're getting crushed now. Appetizing is running with their head into a wall at this point. They had some solid moves in this game, but now they need to pull off a bit of a miracle in order to still take this, because they are going to have some real pain coming their way now. At the bot lane. Keep is likely going to be down. So, yeah. They're not out of this yet. It's not over yet. The top fort, yep, this one is going to be taken. So this one at least falls. Bottom of the map, the keep is in trouble. They're 1.5 levels behind. They need to win a team fight here. They don't have a lot of wave clear though. Chromie alone is not going to do the trick. So, yeah, the keep is going to go down. Go next. They are smelling blood in the water. They see light at the end of the tunnel. And there's the leap once again on Jimmy, but they push Anubarak back out. They might be able to save this for another day, but it's not going to be easy, no. 16 versus 16 talents. At least they got even talents here. But yep, Core gets attacked slowly. They're taking everything down as much as they can, and the blue team decides that they're going to pull back for now. They are so far ahead in experience that they're going to get the early level 20, so they don't want to risk anything here. Get the early 20, play that one out, and then take it slowly from there. That seems to be the play for them. And it's probably the smartest way to approach this right now. So, yeah, they're gonna go for it. And, well, let's see. The that sounds familiar. That looks really familiar. You do the work, we take the benefits. Is that a good distribution for you? You like that? Alright, let's do that. Yeah, they're just trying to force a fight here. They're literally just going for the camp to force a fight. They're just saying, okay guys, we need to force this one. If they give us the camp, that's great. If they don't give us the camp, we're going to take the battle. But one way or another, we need to force this before level 20 is a thing. Or we're going to have a huge problem on our hands. And they are going to have a problem on their hands at the bottom of the map because that's 2 catapults pushing in. So I guess right now at the 18-minute mark, that could be dangerous. Depends a little bit on when the next wave spawns. But as it stands, catapults will be defended. Maybe it's taking a bit of damage, but their hopes are to push the top lane and get something done here. And yeah, not blaming them for that. That's probably the best shot that they have right now to still get a chance of bringing this one back. Making a move now is more or less the only thing that's left for them to do. See what you can do around this. Try to get the keep. Try to get fights, anything. But yeah, they gotta fall back. They opened the wall up. They're still a level behind. But where are you gonna make your stand? That's the bigger problem. Maybe here. Maybe they go for it and get the kill, but they can't. Cocoon is out. They're diving into the back a little bit. Misha is down, but Blade is low. And they go, oh, Blade dies! And that might be it. This might be the opportunity right here. Can they get follow-up kills? There's very little up. Objective is up. And now they go for the bottom keep. Now they go for the keep here. Alright, keep is taken, and then they can fall back and defend their own core, I suppose, and try to go maybe for the objective even. But yeah, they need to guard their own one, or their own now, because as you can tell, there's already a camp pushing in, and that's going to do some damage. They should be able to save this one, so this shouldn't really be too big of a deal, but yeah. It is a weird game, and oh boy, no! Chromie! She gets stopped and taken. Was apparently trying to Hearthstone over here, and she gets killed. I mean, this is literally the worst thing that could have happened to them in this situation now. I mean, that is a disaster. Kenshi, if he dies, that would have been a disaster for them, but they keep him. Balzer gets attacked once again. Try and keep him alive. Good luck with that. It's not happening. 5 versus 4 now on the map because we got our boy back. Nuburak just spawned, and the progress is starting. I cannot believe that Chromie died like this. And now the boss is up again, and they're going straight in for it. Oh my god, this is a little bit heartbreaking, honestly. This is really heartbreaking. Just as they make their way back into this, and we could see a final fight between the teams, they make a mistake like this, and of course, this should be lights out. You cannot hold that. Everything gets stolen. Go Next, they have all the momentum in the world. Go Next is just swinging for the kill. We have level 20 for them. They got the boss. They got 100% to 0 on the wave, and they got all the camps. All of them. What? Ugh, it's heartbreaking. But this is the end. I mean, there is no way to stop this. Absolutely no way. This is lights out right here. There is no chance you're bringing this one back. I mean, look at this. They're literally under attack on every single lane in this game right now. There is no denying that that is a total lights out move at this point. And yeah, everything just gets crushed. They're trying to defend. They're trying to do their best, and it is not looking pretty. No, the keep is down. The core is next on the menu. They're falling back. They're desperately trying to hold this. Maybe take some of those minions down. Save the core, but there's the leap. And that's the end of Jimmy once again. He died 6 times in this. They farmed him. And that is the end. Go Next moves on to the Masters Clash. Team Appetizing drops out of the competition. GG, well done. Go Next with a 3-2 victory.